as pound for pound great fighters. But this is the win that gives you.
Eddie Hearn's bold claim that the Bivol vs. Beterbiev fight will define the generational greatness of both fighters has sparked intense discussions among boxing fans. Some agree, while others argue that it's too early to crown the winner as a defining figure in boxing history. The highly anticipated showdown between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev isn't just a fight that fans have been eagerly awaiting, it's a career-defining moment for both men. This match represents the pinnacle of boxing, a fight that could elevate either fighter to legendary status. For Bivol, this fight is the culmination of years of hard work and patience. It's not just an opportunity for another victory, but a chance to solidify his legacy. Of course, it's good for my career. I'm happy because I've worked hard to get here, said Bivol, who remained focused despite Beterbiev's knee injury, which had previously put the fight in doubt. Bivol's patience has paid off, and now the biggest fight of his career is finally happening. Bivol has long viewed Beterbiev as a key opponent. His previous fights, including his performance in Saudi Arabia, have been seen as stepping stones leading to this moment. I was happy when I got the fight, then sad when it was delayed, but in my head, I always knew this fight was going to happen, Bivol said. Despite their rivalry, Bivol insists that this fight is purely business. He has great respect for Beterbiev, saying, "I respect him. He's a great fighter, and I want to check my skills against him." When analyzing Beterbiev's strengths, Bivol is fully aware of his opponent's tactical abilities. He recognizes Beterbiev's skill in cutting off the ring and his impressive conditioning, which allows him to apply constant pressure. Bivol, however, is confident in his own abilities, particularly his jab, movement, and overall boxing skills. "I have a good jab, I can move, and I have the skills for boxing, but I don't think of myself as the highest level, just normal," Bivol modestly stated. Beterbiev, on the other hand, approaches this fight as a significant milestone in his career, but he doesn't overthink it. "I just want to take action like in my previous fights," said Beterbiev. He respects Bivol's experience and abilities, but remains focused on his primary goal, becoming the undisputed champion. "Of course, it's the main goal in professional boxing," Beterbiev said. He understands that this fight represents more than just belts, it's about securing his place in boxing history. Though Beterbiev has knocked out every opponent he's faced, he insists that securing a knockout is never his primary focus. His team prepares for all 12 rounds, focusing on their overall strategy and adaptability. "We prepare for the distance. If the knockout comes, it comes," he said. Beterbiev's mindset is rooted in preparation and readiness, not in chasing specific outcomes. His respect for Bivol is clear, but his focus remains on executing his game plan. As Beterbiev reflects on his career, he shows no signs of slowing down. Despite the toll the sport can take on the body, he remains motivated and passionate about his future in boxing. "If I don't have injuries, I want to continue. I feel good," he said. Beterbiev is driven by his signed contract and the goal of winning. "When I have a signed contract, it motivates me every day," he added. His disciplined routine reflects his dedication to staying sharp and prepared. Both fighters have a deep mutual respect for each other, a rare quality in today's boxing landscape where trash talk often dominates. Bivol emphasized that this fight is strictly business, with no personal animosity involved. "I respect him because we have a similar spirit. We're both athletes driven by the desire to achieve something," Bivol said. This shared dedication is part of what makes this matchup so intriguing. Beterbiev echoed these sentiments, stating, "I never did trash talk in my boxing career, and I don't want to start now. It's not my style." As fight day approaches, Bivol remains focused on keeping his head clear and avoiding distractions. "On fight day, I go to the dressing room and try to be clean with my head, not thinking too much about the things around me," Bivol explained. Beterbiev's approach is similar, as he too prefers to keep his thoughts on the fight itself. Both men are preparing meticulously, with their teams working through different scenarios to ensure they're ready for anything. Eddie Hearn, the promoter behind many significant events in boxing, has shared his thoughts on this monumental fight. "For me, it's just reinvigorated my passion for the sport and my love to see the best fights," Hearn said. He believes that Bivol vs. Beterbiev is the best fight in boxing right now. Hearn's relationship with Bivol has been a journey, from Bivol's World Championship wins to his landmark victory against Canelo Alvarez. This fight represents the culmination of that journey. "This is his lifelong dream, to be an undisputed world champion," Hearn said of Bivol. He emphasized how special this moment is for both fighters and how it could define their legacies. "This fight isn't just about the present, it's about securing a lasting legacy," Hearn explained. "The winner of this bout will have the opportunity to be remembered as a generational great, standing alongside legendary fighters from past eras." Hearn believes that this fight will be one that fans look back on as a defining moment in the sport. "We've got to appreciate what's happening now because this is a fight we'll look back on," he said. Hearn compared this fight to some of the greatest matchups in boxing history, drawing parallels to the Four Kings era of Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, and Duran. He believes that Bivol vs. Beterbiev has the potential to be one of those fights that future generations will talk about. The road to this fight hasn't been smooth, especially for Bivol, who struggled early in his career to gain recognition. "It was really difficult with Dmitry early on because he was an incredible fighter that no one knew about," Hearn said, recalling the challenges of marketing an international fighter. However, Bivol's victory over Canelo Alvarez changed everything, propelling him into the global spotlight. Even though Beterbiev brings relentless power, Bivol's technical mastery makes this fight a classic matchup. Beterbiev is more than just a knockout artist. He cuts off the ring very well and keeps the pressure on, Hearn said. He believes that Bivol's movement and footwork will be key to prolonging the fight and avoiding Beterbiev's devastating punches. The question is how long Bivol can keep Beterbiev at bay before his opponent's power starts to take over. Despite Beterbiev's dominance, Hearn mentioned that age and recent injuries could play a factor. "He's getting old and coming off knee surgery, but he's still a monster," Hearn said. Timing in boxing can often make the difference between victory and defeat, and for Hearn, this fight may have come at the perfect moment for Bivol. "I don't think there's a good time to face Beterbiev, but if there is, this might be it," he added. Whoever wins this fight will be positioned as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. There hasn't been an undisputed light heavyweight champion since Roy Jones Jr. over 20 years ago, and the winner will be elevated to that status. For Beterbiev, a win could lead to a move up to cruiserweight, while for Bivol, it could mean a rematch with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo will want to avenge that defeat, and if Bivol wins, it could set up a huge rematch for the undisputed